Inspired by true events, the upcoming series The Porter will take viewers back in time to the roaring 1920s. And we've got a peek.
What I offer these boys is not one day, maybe. It is in their hands right now. But it's you talking. Now that's danger. Sure you don't want to work with me?
Sure you don't want to join the movie?
I'm good.
And helping take us back in time is my new bestie and boss, Aml Ameen, who not only stars on the show, but is also an executive producer. He most recently wrote, produced, directed, and starred in the rom-com Boxing Day. So please give it up for a man who loves to wear many hats, clearly, Mr. Aml Ameen.
Very good. How you doing?
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today, Aml.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, usually I say hello, governor, because you're...
Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right? We did this before. That was pretty good when you were doing it.
Did we? Was it okay? It's bad
It was good.
now.
I was just telling you, I was in Glasgow shooting an action movie, and then you just riled into a whole accent, which it's actually good. You know, we're going to work on it together. You know what I mean?
Can I tell you, I'm so happy that you said this because I'm always discouraged from using my British accent. Whenever they know someone from, like, someone British is coming on, they're like, oh, Lord, here we go. She's going to be like, hello, governor.
But you got some good intonations, man. I'm proud of you. At least, you know what I mean? You got some cultural references.
I think it's the Nigerian in me.
I hear it.
It helps.
Augusta, what you saying?
Oh, wait till you they talk now.
Don't talk this thing.
Oh, my
don't
God, stop.
Like
See, I knew we were gonna be like this. I knew we were gonna be like this. Listen, let's talk about this series for sure, for real, because it's based on true events about train porters uniting. And when I see something like this, I say to myself, this is like a history lesson that we didn't even know we needed. Was it a history lesson for you? And what is there for us to learn about these porters?
I mean, it was an incredible history lesson for me because, you know, I've always seen like the porter and the butler and, you know, those characters in Black history as kind of marginalized characters, and people have always, in film, we've always had them as subservient. And so what we're able to do is go behind the backdrop of the people that, the shoulders we stand on, you know, the cornerstone of the community, the people that made the money, that provided economics. And, you know, we're sent back to 1920s, the roaring 20s, and really kind of seeing our world, you know, this kind of sexy edge of society world just post World War I. And it's really kind of, it's a really exciting show, visceral and educational at the same time. This is the first time these Canadian porters began to unionize, and those Canadian porters and the African-American porters came together and, you know, really changed the course of history.
Okay, so I'm smiling not just because I'm in awe of you. I'm also smiling because when you say porters, I was like, oh my God, I should start talking like that.
Porters.
Porter. Like you guys say water. Right.
Porter. Well, I should be saying with the T, porter.
Yeah, because but the thing with you is you're able to flip accents and sound however you want to sound. Because we just heard you do like your Nigerian-ish, African-ish accent, and you're British, and you play Americans and stuff. So you're just great in more ways than one. And I'm
having a good time with all the accents for sure.
We can tell, but not everyone does. Like if you're bad like me, you're not gonna have a good time with accents because you know you're bad.
We've already established it. We're gonna say you're good.
I'm sure there are people rolling their eyes now, but in your face, people rolling their eyes, I know where they are and who they are. And by the way, let's talk dance moves. Another thing that people make fun of me of is because I always do my robot and they tell me not to, but I know you have dance in your background. You studied different kinds of dance, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm a bad boy dancer. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can dance in those New York clubs. I've been to a couple, you know.
Yeah.
But I grew up doing tap dance, ballet, all kinds of things. And actually with the porter, we actually got to do that kind of jazz dancing of that time, like the Lindy Hop and all that. And I got to like shake off my old boots and put on the dancing again, you know. That was one of my favorite scenes to shoot. It was one of our last days, and to do that dance and then play the trumpet and play this guy, Junior Massey, who's basically you're seeing the rise of a gangster, you know, the rise of a guy that is rebelling against society. Him and Zeke have two very different notions of how to move Black people forward. And, yeah, I really enjoyed the dancing in this, man. Really. I intend to do a musical one day, in fact.
You do?
Music.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm going to direct one.
Of course you, well, well, when you say it, it happens. Like you've said it, I know it's going to happen. Next time we're going to be talking, it's going to be maybe on the set of your musical that you're directing. But
red carpet business.
Listen. Even if I'm not invited, I will just show up because that's what I do. I just pop out of nowhere. And you're going to be like, who invited her? Who did?
I'll put you on the actual set. I'll be like, hey, bring her on.
Stop it. Well, if you need someone to do the robot, I do a mean robot, sir, just so you know. And something you do a mean everything. You do a mean writing, directing, acting, producing, all of it. And I think the last time you were here, you were talking about how you're taking us to higher ground with Rustin. See what I did there?
Woo! Yeah. Yes, I finished playing Martin Luther King at the top of January, December, and yeah, it was an incredible experience led by George C. Wolfe and Coleman Domingo, my good friend, and yeah, I stepped into the shoes of Martin Luther King, which was daunting to say the least, but I was very thankful to kind of go on that journey and be guided by that. Yeah, so I look forward to the world seeing it. I hopefully it comes out this year. That would be good. I hope you guys enjoy it.
And I also said higher ground. I know how you're like trying to play it around. I know you mentioned the people you work with, but Higher Ground is a production company that the former president Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama.
Do you know what's funny? Just a couple of days ago, I actually met Barack for the first time on Zoom. Barack, Michelle, and some of the cast. In fact, it was just me and Barack, you know, sipping cocktails and talking about the future. You know what I mean? I'm joking, Mr. President. I'm joking. But yeah, I sat down and I sat down and met the former president and Mrs. Obama, and it was really amazing. They're very excited about the film and the possibilities for it.
I'm excited about anything you do, and the possibilities are endless with you, sir, because you are like just a true talent. We are not worthy to have you, but we'll always keep checking out for all your incredibly amazing projects. I know you're big time and you're working on stuff, so I'm gonna let you go do your action movie. So I'm gonna
thank you.
I'm gonna exit scene.
I had the big old sideburns on just a second, the 70s sideburns.
What, you got sideburns too? What?
They put some big stuff. I haven't got a haircut right now, so the hat came on. So
listen,
sorry, New York. I tried my best this morning.
No, you did. You always do your best. We thank you, everyone. The Porter premieres tomorrow on BET Plus. Be sure to check it out. We're proud of you, Aml. See you soon as your hype lady, hype man over here. See ya.
Peace.
Hello, toodles.